All right, details. So this is, I just wrote this out here, added a couple more sections, a B and a C sub-process, and then steps below those. So I'm putting this in shared processes, even though it's different for DSA and search MIP, because it's the same idea. We just use a different sort, and we only pick certain YPIDs. So that'll make more sense in a second. But I'll do DSA first, and then I'll do search MIP. Clean that up. Then I'll do search MIP. So that'll make more sense in a second. Why these are very similar processes, just a little bit different depending on what we're doing it for. So we're going to use the details file, and I'll give you clean versions of all these as well as versions that have formulas in them. And these actually, the details file becomes the build file. So here's our regular data, and then across the top here we will have all the sections that become like the campaign name, the ad group name, et cetera, but that'll take place in a moment. Okay, so DSA is the simpler of the two. So what I'm going to do is go back to the facts file, and I'm going to grab my DSA list of what needs to be built. So this is the 110 DSA that we need to build. Same thing here. I don't know if this actually matters, but I always change it to number just to make sure. For index match, I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm going to put build here, and actually, I'm sorry, I missed a step. So what I'm going to do first is duplicate this, create a copy, same document. And I'm going to rename this DSA. I'm going to rename this search MIP. That way I have same information, just different. I'm going to delete this off search MIP. So DSA has, here's the list, 110. And I usually just put like build next to it. Again, that's for index match or VLOOKUP. Okay, now essentially I've got, whatever, 68,000 something YPIDs. These are all YPIDs that exist in the system, but we just want, for our purposes, we just want the ones that correspond with these CIDs. So I'm going to sort this just to make the index match go faster. I'm going to put another build column here. Usually just put like Z equals index of the DSA list of what needs to be built. Match it to the customer ID or CID in column B. Again, I'm indexing here, T, exact match, and second column. Okay, so now I can go down and just do a fill on all 68,000. It should go pretty quick. Done. I'm going to leave this formula in here for now, but essentially then I'll sort A to Z here. Shouldn't be that many, but yeah, so what do we got? 121, okay, perfect. So there can be, and I think we ran over this at lunch a little bit, but there can be multiple YPIDs per customer ID, which is why you'll generally have more YPIDs than you do on the build list, right? So we have 110 CIDs that need to be built, but there's a few that have multiple YPIDs. So no issue. I'm going to go ahead and, actually I'll just remove it and save it like here. So what I do is just dump the rest of them, right? On all these YPIDs, I don't need them. And this becomes now the YPIDs that correspond to the CIDs that need to be built on this list. All right, generally I would copy paste values and remove this, but I want to save it after this video so you can see the formulas. But that's the idea. This is our build list for DSA. And then I'm going to do the same thing on search. I'm going to go grab except a little bit different. So I'm going to grab the search MIP that needs to be built. And I'm going to go to the search MIP tab here. I'm going to drop my list here and say build. Same thing, I'm going to sort. I got a call coming up. I'm going to sort this. And then, I'll actually pause this video since I got to jump on another call, and I'll show the search MIP in a separate one.